Hi everybody, I'm joined by Izzy Wood, Director of Communications at Habito. Izzy, morning.
Good morning.
Good to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
That's all right. Tell us this, Habito has been going now for approximately almost 3 years.
Almost, yes.
How did it start off?
So, back in 2016, our founder, Daniel Hegarty, was trying to buy his own house and used a traditional mortgage broker, and everything was going swimmingly well until some clerical errors were made in his application form, and the process was massively held up to almost the point that he lost the house. He came really, really close to losing the house, and on the back of that thought, there must be something that can be done with this kind of broken and archaic and quite clunky process.
And lots of paperwork.
Loads of paperwork, loads of costs, loads of stress, loads of anxiety and time invested in this process. And for it all to kind of almost fall down at the final hurdle, down to, a human error, was almost sort of mind-blowing. So Dan went about looking at how technology and people could solve this problem.
Okay.
And really kind of within the framework of the regulation and working with the FCA, bringing some innovation, some much needed innovation into this category, because it really felt like there was a massive job to do there.
Yeah.
And yes, that's how it started, with very much a kind of customer problem at the heart of it.
Yeah.
And over the last almost 3 years, the business has grown. We're now 130 people. We deal day in, day out with people looking to buy their first home, looking to help people who are on the ladder already, looking to remortgage, people who are looking to move, landlords looking to buy investment properties and manage a small portfolio. So really it's gone from this very sort of kind of immediate need to solve one person's problem to a business that's solving lots and lots of different problems. But I think that although we're making great strides and the business is growing kind of week in, week out, there's still a lot that needs looking at. There's still a lot that needs tackling. And we know from our research with customers, doing lots of focus grouping, lots of research with the likes of the University of Manchester, working with the guys at Fairer Finance, the linguistics team at Nottingham University, we know that there is still huge kind of mountains to climb. People are still spending more than they should on their mortgages. We know that people are spending up to £300 a month more than they should on their mortgage products, because they're not switching, they're not aware that they could be on a better deal, they've slipped onto their SVR, which is the rate that you go on to after your fixed terms run out. And that is costing the country £15.5 billion. Imagine what we could all do with a bit more cash like that in our pockets. So that's a big problem, saving people money, getting them on the right product. But a lot of the problem with that comes down to the language of mortgages, the paperwork, as you said before, the time, the process. We know that people really suffer from anxiety when they tackle their mortgage application. 2/3 of people reported having anxiety related to the mortgage application process. People are losing sleep.
Well, it's an alien process for them.
It really is, and it's incredibly unwieldy. It's incredibly disempowering when you're faced with, very little choice and access, really. And we think that a lot of that's down to language as well. It's incredibly jargony, complex, wordy category, and it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be quite that bad. We did some research with the linguistics team at Nottingham University who looked at a broad range of documents, from contracts to T's and C's to other paperwork related to the mortgage process, and they found that you'd need A-levels to be able to read these documents, and that excludes half the UK population. So we've got a mountain to climb still in terms of helping people get onto the right deal, save money, feel more empowered. But that's kind of our mission, really, is to help people have a better, easier, less costly experience when it comes to getting a mortgage. Because after all, it's not just a mortgage, it's getting a home.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing. But we're a means to an end.
Yes.
The mortgage should not be the thing that keeps everyone up at night. There are plenty of other things going on in the world that we want to kind of put our attention into. And we really think that at Habito we're helping just sort of take some of the sting out of that process and help people into their homes.
Great, Izzy. The other thing is, of course, the Headlinemoney Awards 2019.
Yeah.
I'm delighted that Habito will be sponsoring the Mortgage Journalist of the Year, so on the consumer side.
Yeah.
Why is it important for you guys to champion mortgage journalism?
Well, as I said, I think we've got a mountain to climb still in terms of telling people, that the pitfalls of going into the mortgage process blind. We want to help people. We want to give them better tools, more knowledge, more empowerment, a feeling of control over the process. And for us, the best way of communicating that message is through the media and through the influencers and through the people who are at the kind of coalface of consumer information and we know that people are kind of really crying out for more help. That's where journalists come in. They're the purveyors of information.
Indeed.
They're the chief communicators, really. So that's why we're really delighted to be supporting them in this category.
Fantastic. Now, of course, coming up next will be the judging day, which will be in a few weeks' time. So looking forward to that.
Very much so.
Looking forward to the 8th of May.
Yes.
And delighted to have you on board.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having us
Thank
again
you,
for the second year. I'm really excited
Indeed.
to be involved.
Thank you, Izzy.
Thank you.